What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and I joined a draft league. I've never done draft before, so I thought it would be a fun thing to try, especially because both Legend ZA isn't doing that well, Scarlet and Violet isn't doing that well. I just want to play Pokemon though, so that's what I'm gonna do. This draft league, it's Regulation H basically, and I drafted Archaludon, Pelipper because they're an amazing combo, and then I got Poltergeist as a cheap little healing. Illumise as some cheap Tailwind, Floatzel as some cheap Swift Swim, Glaceon just because it's cool, pun intended, Ghost Oricorio plus Volcarona in case I want to do some dancer shenanigans. Then I have Swampert and Dugtrio Alola. Not super happy about those. If I'm going to trade anything, those two might go. But my opponent for the first week, Sky with the Detroit Deoxys, has a very strange draft. They've got Sun and Rain with Torkoal Politoed, and then Kingdra, Kilowattrel, Ludicolo, Leafeon, Alolan Exeggutor, Camerupt, Flareon, and Primarina. So, as the Rain team, I gotta fight either a Rain team or a Sun team, and I don't know which one's coming. Exeggutor could be a Trick Room team as well, with like Torkoal and Camerupt and Primarina. So I got a few things to worry about. So, this is what I created. It turns out, looking at that draft, Glaceon with Freeze Dry and a Water-type Weather Ball can hit the entire team super effective before Tera. So, definitely going to try to lean into that as much as possible. We've got 3 whole support mons on this team. Volcarona, which can Rage Powder and set Rain. Illumise, that can do all sorts of shenanigans. And Poltergeist, just for healing. It's got Trick Room and Prison as well, just in case I can't handle Exeggutor. But I'm pretty confident that I can handle Exeggutor. Glaceon with Freeze Dry, Volcarona with Bug Buzz or Struggle Bug, even Pelipper with Hurricane, and Archaludon with Draco. I should be able to take it down one way or another. But overall, it's mostly just a bulky Archaludon team. We've got Rage Powder twice, we've got Fake Tears to do more damage, we got Light Screen to take less damage, obviously we got Stamina. We could trigger Stamina a couple different ways. I'm not really planning on hitting myself much though. I'd much rather just boost with Electro Shot as much as possible and let the Stamina boosts come when they come. So we're gonna see how this goes. Let's get into week 1. Alright, here we are. We've got Pelipper, okay. Politoed, it's going full rain with Torkoal there. Actually, I'm very confused about the Torkoal. Politoed, Kingdra, Ludicolo. I'm not surprised to see Primarina, Kilowattrel, and Torkoal. Glaceon looks really fun. I have to be careful about Sun v Rain though, I guess. Archaludon looks great. I want to see what their answer is into that. So I think I want to go with Archaludon right away, honestly. Volcarona was here to stop Trick Room, but there is not going to be Trick Room. So I don't think I want Volcarona on this squad. Though it has Rain Dance, which is interesting. I think I'm cool with Arch, Illumise, Pelipper, Glaceon? Or do I want to go Arch, Glaceon, Pelipper, Poltergeist? I think I like that better even. Yeah, I think that works. Torkoal, Fire, Kingdra, Water, Ludigrass, Preem, Steel, Kilowattrel is Tera Ground. Okay, that's about what I expected. So it's going to be Kilowattrel, maybe with Specs trying to blast away. Right next to Politoed right from the start. Interesting. Alright, I am somewhat suspicious of a blast into Archaludon here. So I think I want to just go right into Poltergeist. And try to get a free Calm Mind on Glaceon. I guess it's not free, but I feel like Archaludon is exerting enough pressure that you ought to be scared of it and show it a lot of respect here. Here's Poltergeist, who can then redirect stuff. Just Tailwind, that's not so bad. And Weather Ball, cool. That is a free Calm Mind, basically. Alright, Poltergeist being Tera Water is a little scary here, in case they want to do something to me. Taking some chips so it would be hard to survive like a hurricane. Is this where I want to use my Tera, honestly? I could Tera Trick Room here, and that would be a lot of momentum. I could also go back out into Archaludon here. Yeah, I think I'll just go back into Archaludon and freeze dry the Kilowattrel. Because at that point I'll have options. Poltergeist in the back with Hospitality will be able to come in and either heal up Glaceon, or if Archaludon takes a couple hits, get some boosts, heal that later. Okay, it was Hurricane. That's great. That does nothing. And gives me stamina. And Weather Ball into Glaceon. That shouldn't do too much. Yeah, that's very nice. Alright, Sash Kilowattrel most likely? Yeah, okay. That is okay. Now I'm wishing I had Ice Shard, of course. But I think it's alright to Electro Shot the Politoed. Freeze Dry Kilowattrel again. I think that's fine. I have the pressure of maybe having Ice Shard. Kinda wish I had Ice Shard right now. Like, the team they brought, Weather Ball's probably never gonna come up. Alright, but we didn't see Terra Ground Terra Blast. We instead see Eerie Impulse. Ooh. Honestly, that's not so bad. I get the KO on Kilowattrel. My special attack is boosted here, so it goes to -1 instead of -2. And yeah, Politoed protects itself, but I get rid of Kilowattrel, which was a big threat. I don't use my Tera yet. I still have my Hospitality in the back, and Tailwind is running out. I don't hate this. Ice Shard would be good on this Glaceon, though. I could activate Stamina again. Could have taken out Kilowattrel. Consider that for future matches. Alright, Primarina. 2 more turns of Rain. Last turn of Tailwind. Primarina is Steel Tera. I'm just gonna Electro Shot the Politoed, I think. I have some speed on Glaceon. I could be faster. I think I'm going to double Primarina with Electro Shot. Tera Water. Freeze Dry. There is a Tera. It's probably the Tera Steel. Maybe I should have gone Freeze Dry Body Press. I like getting my special attack up a little bit. Once Tailwind ends, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot here, despite not getting this call quite right. Electro Shot plus Weather Ball could have been nice. There's a Weather Ball into Glaceon, that'll bounce right off. And then a Moonblast into Arch, that'll hurt, but ooh, maybe not. And another special attack drop, no. Alright. Yeah, because now we're back up to neutral. We're going to get 2 decently strong hits into Primarina. Maybe we can reveal its item or something. That did no damage. Freeze Dry. Did a lot more damage. leftovers Primarina. Okay. This seems like a fine position to body press and freeze dry Politoed, honestly. How do you stop that? At this point, we might be faster, but it's really going to be interesting to see these speed tiers this turn. I don't know how much speed invested that Primarina and Politoed are. All 4 Pokemon on the field are relatively close in speed. If both of their Pokemon are max speed, they'll just still move first, even before my Arch. And if they're both slow, I'll find out now. My Glaceon is invested to catch Kilowattrel under our Tailwind. Body Press, goodbye Primarina. We confirm Arch is faster than Prim. Okay, yeah, Glaceon being faster than Politoed, I'm not surprised. Pretty tanky Politoed. Freeze! Not Citrus Berry. Leftovers Primarina. Sash Kilowattrel. And here's Kingdra. Oh, the rain is still up. It's Damp Rock Politoed. Okay. -1 special attack, +2 defense. The defense isn't going to help me here. I'm happy to go into Poltergeist and freeze dry the Kingdra. Just get myself nice and healthy so it's almost impossible to knock out this Glaceon before I get to freeze dry. Alright, Politoed does have some sort of priority move, I would guess Protect. Outrage Kingdra, which KOs Poltergeist. Hang on. That's an interesting Kingdra set. Life Orb Outrage. I was not ready for that. Okay, that is great to know. Physical Kingdra, who obviously goes down to a +1 freeze dry. That's not a surprise. Alright. Just go back to Archaludon so I don't reveal what my 4th Mon was. And this worked very well. Just Electro Shot, freeze dry, no new information. There's nothing Politoed can do here except try to get more information out of it. And zap. Alright, goodbye Toad. Alright, Damp Rock Politoed, Physical Life Orb Kingdra, Sash Kilowattrel. Cool team. Good game. Alright, here we are back. The Politoed was actually supposed to be Tera Grass, so that's good to know. Don't think it would have mattered too much. I love Archaludon. Archaludon's fantastic. Should I worry about Torkoal at all? I don't see a reason to. I think Torkoal is just there to force me to have Pelipper. Glaceon was also fantastic. So, Glaceon was fantastic. How about Archaludon Glaceon again? Peli Poltergeist. I don't hate that. I don't hate just doing that. They don't know I brought Pelipper in the first place. Pelipper with a Sash is not terrible here. So we'll see. We'll see if Glaceon can carry through again. Alright. That is a little scarier, I guess. But rain is up, which is fantastic. Kingdra being Tera Water is scary, but good luck getting around Freeze Dry. I think I need to just Electro Shot Politoed, Tera Water, so I don't get blasted by Physical Kingdra. Was not ready for Physical Kingdra. What are your stats, Glaceon? I don't usually be using a Glaceon. 171, 131. You're gonna need the resistance, for sure. Electro Shot, Tera Water. I'm just gonna rip the Freeze Dry. If the Politoed has, like, Grass Tera Blast, or if the Kingdra just, I don't know, says go for it, click Outrage. The Kingdra's not gonna Tera. It could Protect. It could be Protect Kingdra, try to do some chip into Glaceon here. Iron Head. Well, I resist that. That's beautiful. Didn't expect Iron Head. Alright, but no Tera from Politoed is nice. Hopefully I don't flinch. Not flinching would make this a great turn. This should do a lot of damage, but not all of it. And Freeze Dry goes off. That's a gone Kingdra. That thing's out of here. Let's go, Glaceon. Whew, what a matchup for Glaceon here. Especially because the Kingdra can't really get away from it. And Weather Ball the Glaceon? Fine. Glaceon just took out the most threatening mon on the opposite side of the field. I guess Kilowattrel could come in, threatened with both Thunder and, like, Ground Tera Blast or something. There it is. Archaludon would be able to eat that, so... What's wrong with Dragon Pulse Protect? I don't see anything wrong with Dragon Pulse Protect. But it's like, if it's going to be Hurricane, Tailwind, Eerie Impulse, probably Thunder... Oh, Thunderbolt. Okay. So, no Tera Blast. That's cool with me. And I never revealed Protect, I don't think, originally, so this is great. Another excellent position to have Ice Shard. And the Politoed does have Tera Blast. But you know what? Don't care. Electro Shot the Politoed. Do I give up Glaceon? I don't want to. I think I Electro Shot Toad. And just go into Poltergeist. This might be a little too predictable. But if you're playing around with the Glaceon slot, then you're not answering the real threat, which is Archaludon. Archaludon was worth a full 20 points, and is worth 20 points. Yeah, that double into Glaceon is just beautiful. Beautiful Protect there. Yeah, Thunderbolt doesn't really matter. Could eat Poltergeist. Take out Politoed. And then, yeah, you got Hurricane to take out Poltergeist. But what's your fourth mon, and can it handle Arch? Because if it's Eerie Impulse, Hurricane, Thunderbolt, Tailwind. I guess you Eerie Impulse spam, but I'm going to have enough special attack to take out Kilowattrel at any point. Reese's is Primarina. Alright, we know there's no Tailwind up. We know we're faster than Primarina. But we know Kilowattrel doesn't have Protect. So I'm just going to Dragon Pulse the Kilowattrel. And try to Life Dew if I'm still alive, I guess. It's going to be Steel Primarina. And I would guess Hurricane plus Moonblast. Try to get rid of Poltergeist and then start hammering into Arch. Yeah, that does take out Poltergeist. Poor Poltergeist. The thing is, I could probably live that from full HP. But I always get chipped. Maybe it's a modest Kilowattrel, though. In which case, that would be probably a roll. Moonblast, not enough to Arch. Stamina up. Let's bring in Glaceon. Glaceon can hit this thing pretty hard, too. I think it's time to reveal that I have Weather Ball. My stats, +1 defense, +2 special attack. I think Body Press is the way now. That plus Weather Ball should do it. Bonk. Ooh, Body Press does it. Nice. Oh, with the crit. Okay, I didn't expect that to do it with the crit. Makes sense. All right, that's a pretty clean sweep. Good games. Glaceon, you did great. I think Glaceon MVP, even though Arch kind of carried. All right, Archaludon and Glaceon, they were great choices. They appropriately smashed that battle. Thank you to my opponent for that match. It was great. For me, I don't know. That might have been kind of sad on the other end. We'll see. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be having one of these every week for the next 7 weeks or so. But anyways, leave a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm Jordy, and all right, peace.